Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about a potential trade for the Houston Rockets. As late tonight, it was announced by Mark Stein, NBA insider, and Bleacher Report that the Los Angeles Clippers are considering the idea of taking apart the duo of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George tandem, and the Blazers and Rockets are potential landing spots for the small forward, according to Mark Stein. So we're going to be talking about if the Rockets should trade for Paul George. I would love this for the Rockets. I mean, as a Rockets fan, it would take quite a bit to get Paul George on the Rockets, which I will get to what the package would be to land him on the Houston Rockets. But it would be pretty cool to see him play with our young guys and the young team. And we'd probably add in a couple other guys in free agency after that. I mean, we don't have a lot. We would not have a lot of money to spend, but we could probably add in one solid free agent because we would have some money left over. I mean, not a lot of left. We would have, probably around of maybe $20 million to spend in free agency, probably $25 million to spend in free agency, possibly. I would think it'd probably be in that area around 20 to 25 million to spend in free agency if you trade for Paul George. I'm gonna go over what a trade would look like for the Rockets to land Paul George, but I would just absolutely love pairing him with their young guys, with our young guys. Before I get into what a trade would look like to land the Houston Rockets Paul George, neither Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., or Jalen Green is involved because the Rockets have made it clear that all three of those guys will be a part of their team next season. So the Rockets and Clippers would have to find a way to do a deal, get a deal done without those players included. And let's go over what it would look like. So Kevin Porter Jr. would be headed to the Los Angeles Clippers. He averaged 19 points per game this season. Tari Eason alongside him as well. Tari Eason had a really, really good rookie season, averaged 9 points per game, has a lot of potential in this league. Kenyon Martin Jr., who averaged 12 and 5 points per game. The Clippers already have interest in him, so that would please the Clippers getting KJ Martin. I mean, not so much that they would do the deal, but they want KJ Martin. They've been reported to KJ Martin back, a year back when KJ Martin requested a trade in August of 2022. The Clippers were one of the top teams to be interested in KJ Martin. Just a week ago, it was announced by NBA Hoops Hype that the Clippers, Suns, and Mavericks were all interested in KJ Martin. So the Clippers have interest in KJ Martin. He averaged 12 and 5 this season and is a really, really solid player. Really good stretch pick for the Rockets. Would be the Clippers. And then the Clippers would receive 5 draft picks, or possibly 6. So the Clippers would receive the 20th overall pick, the 4th overall pick, a 2024 first round pick via Brooklyn, a 2024 second round pick via Golden State, and then the Houston Rockets 2025 first round pick, and then a pick swap. I don't know. I just throw in a pick swap there, and then the Rockets get Paul George. I know the Clippers are not getting back a star player in return, but they're getting back some solid, nice young players. Kevin Porter Jr. averaged 19 this season with the Rockets. Tari Eason averaged 9 as a rookie. I think 9 and 5 as a rookie. KJ Martin had 12 and 5. They already have interest in him. They had the 4th overall pick. They can draft whoever they want to pair with that new Clippers, revamped roster alongside the 20th overall pick. And then alongside the 2 draft picks in this year's draft, they would be getting another 2 first-round picks in this trade, which the Brooklyn trade with the Brooklyn first-round pick. I think that pick that is Brooklyn's has a great chance to be a lottery pick next season. So that is if Brooklyn doesn't rebuild right and if Brooklyn doesn't build around Mikal Bridges nicely, I honestly could see that 2024 first-round pick being, if not near the lottery, in the lottery. So, and then the 2025 first-round pick for the Rockets, if they got that young core with Paul George. It's not going to be that, the Rockets, that's not going to be that good of a pick because in 2025, the 24-25 season, the Rockets would be a really great team. Probably one of the best teams in the West, but that's still another first-round pick. And, Paul George only has 2 years left on his contract as well. So you're getting a solid amount back if you're the Clippers for Paul George. You could probably get better for Paul you could probably get better for PG, but you're getting 4 first-round picks, 3 really good solid players. KPJ averaged 19, KJ 12-5, Tari 9-5. And then with the 4 other first round picks, you're getting a second round pick and a pick swap. So, it's not a bad trade offer for Paul George. The only reason I just don't see the Rockets being willing to move on from either Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Green, or Alperen Sengun. You do this, you add in a hell of a lineup with Paul George at it. He goes in, he's at the small forward, Jalen Green's at the shooting guard, power forwards Jabari, centers LP. I don't know who the point guard would be in this situation. My guess would be the Rockets end up signing a point guard after this. If they have around $20 million left in free agency, my guess would be they sign a point guard in free agency. And the roster would be great. I think Paul George would be a great mentor to the young guys. I thought he was a great mentor on a 40-minute podcast with Jalen Green. How about a full couple seasons with him? I think it's probably unrealistic. Won't happen because the Clippers won't accept that trade offer. But I know you're not giving that good. You're not giving them a lot of great players in return for Paul George, but you're giving them a lot of picks back for Paul George. They lost a lot of draft capital when they traded for Paul George, and they'd be getting a lot of draft capital back for Paul George. So, you guys have your thoughts on the potential trade for the Rockets and the Clippers. That's the video. If you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Go Rockets.